The divide between Republicans and Democrats at the state and federal level seems deeper than ever.
But this partisanship didn't begin or end with President Trump's time in office. As WCCO's Caroline Cummings reports, it's been decades in the making.
On the eve of Joe Biden's presidency, the country he's about to lead faces challenges that loom large. A deadly pandemic, an economy in tatters, civil unrest in the quest for racial equality, and just 2 weeks ago, an insurrection at the U.S. Capitol that left our democracy wounded. All of these moments of the last year touched by politics, which faces its own crisis of division.
This is something that's been unfolding for multiple decades now. And, what we generally find is that there's just sharper differences between Democrats and Republicans on a number of factors.
Christopher Federico studies politics and psychology. He says negative partisanship in particular has deepened over the last 4 years, and your politics may color your interpretation of facts. A recent CBS News poll shows political fault lines with the election's outcome. 96% of Democrats consider Joe Biden the legitimate winner, compared to just 31% of Republicans, even though there's no evidence of widespread voter fraud or irregularities that would reverse the outcome. DFL leaders on Tuesday called on Minnesota Republicans here at the state capitol and in Congress to not only accept but declare Joe Biden as the legitimate winner of the election.
This is vital for our nation as we move forward. This is vital for our democracy.
Federico adds that disparate views on the fairness of the election can further impede unity if not reconciled. And much of what happens next, he says, depends on the words of leadership today.
If Democratic leaders and Republican leaders start to say very different things about basic political facts, like, who won the presidential election on November 3rd, then people in the public at large are going to also, adopt those views as well.
At the Capitol, Caroline Cummings, WCCO 4 News.
Members of Minnesota's new House Republican caucus are asking Democrats to listen to their concerns about election integrity. They believe changes the Secretary of State made to the election process without the legislature's consent were unlawful.